Hi, it's Ollie here from Peace Through Mindfulness again, and tonight I want to talk about peak performance and how mindfulness can be used as a tool to make sure that whatever you do it as well as you can in that moment. I was talking to my friend Amy today about netball actually, and how she's wanting to use mindfulness to help her to focus and concentrate. And it got me thinking about how often people say to me at workshops that they need their thinking mind in order to perform, could be their job or some task that they do or something they enjoy. But when we actually narrow it down and look at things that people are really highly skilled at, people who are at the peak of their craft or their activity, we'll always find that the thinking mind has either dropped to the background or subsided at those times. Because the thinking mind is always caught up in the past and the future, as we know. So it's more worried about the outcome than the process. It just wants the outcome to work well enough to get that. It just wants the process to work well enough to get the outcome that it's hoping for. It's future focused. To be truly excellent at something, we have to be completely absorbed in the present moment experience of it. So we have to be totally process focused. So people who are fantastic at any kind of craft are always primarily focused on the act of doing, the act of creation or doing that thing. They're not thinking in that moment about how it's going to look to outsiders or what the result is going to be. So in actual fact, when we can be mindful and become totally present moment focused, or at least 70-80% present moment focused, then our performance is naturally going to increase, particularly if it's something that we're skilled at. And we'll start to notice more about the activity, about the process, and we'll start to fine-tune it much more quickly than when we're stressed about what the outcome's going to be. Now, a simple way to do this is, with any activity that you're doing, is to just use the breath as a bit of an anchor point. So just take a breath now and just feel your lungs from the inside. So just notice the sensation in your lungs as you breathe. Nice simple practice. As you do that, have a look around at your surroundings and just take them in as much detail as you can. Notice as much as you can about where you are at the moment, about your surroundings. See if you can do that and keep breathing and keep noticing your breath. Hopefully keeping breathing is not too difficult. Okay, now you might find that you've started to slip into a clearer, more focused state of awareness. I won't say state of mind, because mind always brings to my mind thinking. And we're actually stepping out of thinking. We're not trying to stop thinking, but we're just focusing on something different. So as you do that, just tune into your physical body as well. Just notice body against the chair, your feet on the floor. See if you can do that and look around and breathe at the same time, and notice your breath. Okay, so as you start to come more into this moment, the mind might react and try and pull you back into a thought. That's all normal. Just keep coming back, using your breath as an anchor, and keep coming back. But you'll notice this sharper, clearer, more aware state where you'll notice if you walk around the house or focus on getting around like this, you'll notice that you're much less likely to do things like stub your toe and run into the wall, and things that I sometimes do when I'm caught up in thinking about what I've got to do next. So you'll find that you become more skillful even in those day-to-day simple things, or supposedly simple things, like walking around. You also find that your communication improves as it becomes easier to listen to others rather than listening to your thoughts. And then whatever your field of work, if you can step into that space where thought moves to the background, that's where inspiration, creativity, all those things that make us skilled at what we do really come to the forefront. And you'll also notice that the fear and anxiety, which is always related to fear of an outcome that I don't want, and anxiety about whether I'm going to get the outcome I want or not, that when those things start to reduce, or at least they're not such a problem to us, we don't have to struggle with them, then it leaves much more energy for focusing on the process, which is when your true skills come to the fore. So I hope you found this useful, and thanks Amy for sharing your ideas, and please let me know with your comments down the bottom what you think. And until next time, keep breathing and